Please don't go to acting school. You know why? Because I did, and maybe probably I shouldn't have. I know that title's severe, and actually I don't even fully mean it. Like, you can do whatever you want. It's just I wanted, this is where we are now, and this is like the topic of the video, and we'll talk about it. I went to acting school, and I don't really have any regrets because, in life you're supposed to not, you do your best and keep moving forward. And actually there were a lot of things that I really liked about acting school. Let me start by saying I'm not saying don't learn your craft or don't pursue your passions. I think that people should do that. I just think that I came from a time where like college was supposed to sort of like guarantee some sort of security. I know not necessarily like I'm a theater major and like they don't mean like every major, but people kind of believe that if you had a college degree you could at least get some sort of job, and that's just not necessarily true now, because there are plenty of people who just like are trying to get jobs and can't get them because nothing makes sense. I'm a theater major and I'm currently employed as a software developer. Nothing makes sense. So let's get into the nitty gritty of the video now. Now we got the boring career job thing out of the way that like your parents probably tell you about. I'm old enough to be a parent. I'm 26. I'm not yet, or planning on it. If you're going to acting school to learn more about your craft, improve upon it, and you're passionate about acting and you want to get better, that's great, and you probably will improve upon acting. But that's not because you're at acting school. That's because you're putting time and energy into learning the thing that you're passionate about, and there are other ways to do that. You're going to meet a lot of great people, you're going to meet a lot of people you don't like at all. How much you like creativity and art is going to be put to the test by how unbearable some people are, but they care about the human experience, as long as they get the leading part in it. Yeah, just like weird instructors that are going to push you to emotional places that you don't want to be in, and just generally not have any care for boundaries. Now that might depend on where you go. I don't have any hang-ups about it. It sounds like I might, I don't. But you're probably asking, what should you do instead? And to that, I don't know. I just wanted to complain. I don't really have a good answer. I tell you to just take an acting class or a scene study class, but I don't have a lot of faith in people who want to prey on the dreams of young actors who still have a spark in their eye and are just willing to shell out money, or their parents' money. I'm sure there's good people and teachers out there, but I just think, again, for the most part, a lot of that's really predatory, unfortunately. But, whatever you end up doing, take the reins on like the main thing you're learning isn't what they teach in classes. Collaborate with your friends and others and learn more about yourself as an artist, and also just like how you can create more. And because you don't want to, I've been through this, you don't want to be on the other side of just like years of kind of being at your survival job when you're out of college and just not really having anything to reflect on. Because in school you have things you can reflect on, because there's like kind of like student organizations and stuff or whatever. Like, you can do stuff with other students and you can do stuff in your program, and you're taking classes, so you're getting some sort of fulfillment. But then once you're out in the real world, that fulfillment has to come from either things you audition for, which probably you're not going to get, or it's going to come from deep in here. So you have to give it to yourself. There's a lot of ways to do that. You just got to get started, which is really hard because we all have these anxiety-riddled brains. I couldn't start for a long time until really recently, and it took like a lot of pain and pulling teeth. But now I have these YouTube videos, I make TikToks, I make music. And no, it's not anything earth-shattering or groundbreaking or amazing, but and it's not my job, but my inner artistic spirit is being fed again, which it wasn't for a while. I was starving it almost willfully because I was just in pain. And I know that there are more people like me out there, and I don't want you to be in pain. So just going to acting school isn't going to give you all the tools you need, and it probably won't even give you like half the tools you need. So I'm not saying don't go. It's just like, I'm not saying that everyone should be productive, because also productivity guilt's a whole thing. I'm just saying, like, again, like, you're not making stuff for other people, you're just making it for yourself. God, I sound so preachy right now. I don't mean this like a superiority thing. It's just, again, I've grown onto the other side of it where I'm able to make my own things, and I still like cringe at it, and I'm like, okay, that's bad. I don't like this. If I don't like it, why would anyone else like it? But that's okay. Because also, like, just as equally, I look back on, videos I made, and I'm just like, wow, that almost seems like a different person made that. When did that happen? That's wild. So, what I'm saying is, do stuff, because a lot of stuff is going to get in the way and make you not want to do stuff. Especially if you go to school, you're going to get a lot of voices in your head of how you should be doing something, or you're doing this wrong, or, just, that's okay, Try something, make something. Don't let your ideas because that's what I did. I just let ideas eat me away inside and just become bigger and wilder ideas, and just never put them anywhere. Never took action. You gotta just do something. Yeah, I don't know. Or just do what you want. You can go to acting school. It's just now me and a bunch of my friends are tens of thousands of dollars in debt and trying to, just like anyone else, just trying to figure out life. So, I mean, did we get our money's worth? That stands to be proven, but don't go to acting school. Or do. It's your life. And going to acting school won't be the thing that ultimately messes it all up. It's your mentally deranged brain that will. All right, well, love you. Take care. Do with that what you will.